It's officially hurricane season, y'all. Wondering what you need to do to keep yourself and your family prepared? Download the 2021 Severe Weather Guide from the Fort Stewart-Hunter Army Airfield website. Access helpful tips, checklists, evacuation procedures, phone numbers, websites, and more. All available at your fingertips. Check it out and share it with your friends today. Hey, Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield, Molly here with your latest edition of the Marne Report. Today, I am joined by my friends from the Directorate of Family Morale, Welfare, and Recreation, Miss Lesley Ryckman, the Club Stewart Business Manager, and the Business Operations Division Chief, Mr. Tyler Gierber. Welcome to the show, y'all.
Thank you for having us.
So, we're here today because, Lesley, you just received a pretty big award. It's the 2020 James A. Carroll Jr. Award for Excellence in Food and Beverage Management, to be exact, right?
Yes.
So how does it feel to be the recipient of such a prestigious award?
Awesome. I mean, I've been working for MWR for 10 years, and I love everything about it, and the challenge and daily hustle and so on and so forth. So, you know, it's great to be recognized for your hard work and dedication.
Sure, and absolutely well-deserved, I must say.
Thanks.
So how does someone go about receiving such an honor? Tyler, can you help kind of run us through that process?
Yeah, so whenever I reached out to headquarters in the region to see what the requirements are, and it seems to be a mixture of course, not just financial, sustainability for how the program itself is producing for the Army financially, but it's also about innovation and creativity itself as it gets tied into a result. Yep. And when you take a look at all the transformation that Club Stewart has been undergoing, especially under Lesley, not just in her tenure, but especially over the last year over COVID, she really has taken the entire program and flipped it completely upside down. Where we took a look at what our new operating environments were going to be coming out of a COVID environment, and from buffets to sanitation to safety to social distancing, to include realizing that being indoors with a lot of people for the time probably wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
So we decided to actually take a look at revamp our entire activity and really go forward. Some of it was a little bit of a leap of faith. Some of it was, well, we have to try something because we know sitting here doing nothing is just not the right answer.
Yeah.
Which again is a testament to Lesley's dedication and creativity. And we went forward. So there's three things that have to go into the criteria. You have to talk about your financial performance, where you sit, your innovation, and your creativity, and what your projections are going forward. And really, it was a pretty easy thing to outline because all I did was take a look at all the great work that Lesley has done, is doing, and will continue to do. And what I did not know is I thought it was just specific amongst the region, but there is a region that we had to compete against. So it was Lesley up against all the other deploying installations, that being Campbell, Polk, Bragg, Carson, Lewis, Drum, all your big dogs. And then the winner of the regions went and competed against everybody else.
Oh, wow.
And so Lesley actually came out on top across the entire Army enterprise, which is why this is like one of the most coveted awards for food and beverage entertainment. So congratulations, you are the large fry.
That is that's incredible. Congratulations,
Thank
Lesley.
you.
Has anybody else within MWR and Business Operations ever won an award like this?
Yes, so I'm fortunate enough to actually work with a great team of folks. Last year in 2020, it was our 2019 winner. That was Miss Ronnie Stevens of Marne Lanes. She actually won the equivalent award, which is an Excellence in Management Award. We submitted the same packet following the same criteria. It was performance, creativity, innovation, and ways forward. And Ronnie has been a part of Fort Stewart-Hunter Army Airfield for years.
Yeah.
And really all I had to do was just write down exactly what she's doing, and it was honestly enough to cut the cheese, if you will. She won the award. It's her first time ever doing so in her decades in working with MWR, and it kind of came in the latter half of the year because everything was kind of overshadowed by COVID.
Yeah.
So I was real fortunate to actually hear that I had two winners at one time within like a short period. So I really kind of look at them as a double whammy of winners for this community.
Yeah, that's really cool. How awesome to be the leader of an award-winning team.
It's all them. It's not me.
Yeah,
That is awesome.
Yep. Hey, so yeah, if anybody's looking for a job, you might want to look for one with MWR
Right
in the
here.
Business Operations Division.
Yes, and we are hiring.
Okay, so since COVID, Tyler, you kind of talked about it, but I've noticed the club has undergone some beautiful renovations, cool new programs that you said, you had to get creative, but some of them have stuck even now that facilities are starting to reopen. Can you tell us a little bit about what the community can enjoy now here at the club?
I think one of the coolest, I guess you can call it a renovation thing that we did, is we converted a bus into a mobile food operation. So that was the funnest thing that we've done so far, and it's not quite done yet, but we're still working on that. It's actually great.
It's like in a very Mad Max kind of like perspective at this moment.
Exactly, but it is awesome to have. We also have opened up for dinner, at least on Friday nights, and we offer, open up our bar again as well, trying to give the community some things to do here on post that weren't available before. We've also revamped our menu, like we have many handcrafted items here that we didn't have in the past.
Yeah, our focus at that time was the supply chains were strained at the beginning of quarantine in this pandemic. We decided that everything essentially had to be make less, make fresh more often, which really kind of revamped the quality that a lot of folks would see. That echoed into our dinner service, as Lesley talked about. That's also our lunch service. We also started to implement our second Sunday brunches, which have been actually fairly popular. And the dinners itself have actually opened us up to a lot of unit LPDs as well as ride arm nights or beer calls. So we've been seeing a very big uptick for requests for, I say this in like air quotes, meetings at 1500 for 1 hour, and then everyone's hanging out for about another 2 to 3 after that. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yes.
So where do people go to find out about all of the stuff that's happening? Do you have a social media page?
What is social media? I'm kidding. So, of course, a lot of this stuff in great detail is available on our website, stewart-hunter.armymwr.com. If that's too much for anybody to write down, you can just Google, Fort Stewart MWR will be one of the first pages that pop up. Because it's not just the highlight, it's also the details. Where is it? When is it? Who's the point of contact? And more importantly, what's the price?
Yeah.
And I think everybody, when they take a look at those things, they'll not just see price, but they'll also see value.
Yeah.
Because whenever you do come and patron MWR facilities, you're also giving back to your community. You're giving back to the next iterations of soldiers and families that are going to be here for the next PCS cycle. So whenever that whole saying, shop local, you can't get any more local than what's inside this cantonment area, knowing that there's a great added value. I mean, you're supporting, folks that are here to support you.
Yeah. In addition to all of the super fun things that are happening at Club Stewart, what about all of the other activities within MWR and the Business Operations Division? What else can people enjoy? One
thing I could say is we went out and made another change and opened up Birdies at Hunter Army Airfield at the Hunter Golf Course. It's just unfortunate, so underutilized there. They have a pavilion for rent for, small parties and things like that, or unit functions. And now there's a food and beverage operation there.
Yeah, because every time I had to go to Hunter, as much as I enjoyed going there for meetings, briefings, trainings, whatever the case can be, there's nowhere to eat on post. Or,
Right.
No offense, who doesn't enjoy a Popeye's chicken sandwich, right? But there's only so many times you can do that in a drive-through.
Of course.
So we've given folks a dine-in, made-to-order option on the installation without having to go out any one of the gates. So really trying to capitalize on the community's need at that time.
Oh, yeah. And the menus can people find on that Birdie's menu the same things as they can find on your menu here at Club Stewart?
Some of the options, yes.
Yeah, a lot of the options. A lot of the options, yeah.
Cool.
So we took what was popular here and kind of made it like in a small snack bar. You can hang out outside on the pavilion. You can, there's a, wraparound porch that's right there. And the golf course is located literally dead center of the installation. So whether you're coming from housing, whether you're coming from Sabre Hall, or whether you're coming all the way from Truscott, it's the same distance.
So if you take lunch, you could, hit the driving range and get you a burger all at the same time.
Yeah, it's good. And the one thing I like about where the Hunter Golf Course is located is it's right in the middle, but you also feel like you're getting away. So it's a nice little escape in the middle of your day. All right, Hunter Army Airfield, you guys better be going and trying Birdies, because I know for a fact the food here is delicious, so I know it's delicious there too. So what else? Any other activities you guys want to talk about?
I would actually say if I can expand further, so if you enjoy going outside for, skeet and trap, you can go to Outdoor Rec at Hunter as well as Stewart here at the Holbrook Recreation Area. We also have all the fun activities that are happening here at Club Stewart. We have the golf courses on both of the locations. We have the pools open now at both installations, the splash parks that are open. But if you're not looking to get out, because sometimes the heat can be a lot, come on inside and enjoy, 10 lines at Marne Lanes. So we've got a lot of really great things that are there. We've streamlined our pricing to make it easier for folks. I'm talking like you can bowl for less than $3 a game. We have an arcade, we have dartboards. We also started doing complimentary UFC and pay-per-view events that are there.
Nice.
And we've also revamped the menu and streamlined a lot of options there and started to put more beverages on draft. So really, you don't have to go far to have a good time on post.
Nope.
And it's a great atmosphere for both, our soldiers in the barracks as well as our families. We do parties, unit functions, whatever the case may be.
Awesome. Well, you guys, this has been great. You're both a wealth of knowledge, and really, Lesley, congratulations.
Thank you.
Like I said, very well deserved. And Ronnie, if you're out there, congratulations to you two very hard-working ladies within MWR. But I believe that would be it for this week's edition of the Marne Report. Thank you both so much again for coming, and we will hear you guys next time.
Bye.
Did you know that the Marne Report podcast is now on iTunes and Spotify? Simply search for the Marne Report and subscribe to this awesome semi-regular podcast that will keep you in the know of all the ins and outs of Fort Stewart and Hunter Army Airfield. It's that simple. Check us out online and give us a follow today.